तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sadashiva-samārambhām Shankarācārya-madhyamām Asmadācārya-paryantāम् Vande Guru-paraṁparām. Om Namaste Astu Bhagavan Vishveshwarāya Mahādevāya Trambakāya Tripurāntakāya Trikāgnikālāya Kālāgni Rudraya Nīlakanthāya Mrityunjayāya Sarveshwarāya Sadāshivāya Śrīman Mahādevāya Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunāmayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Hari Om, salutations to all. So different aspects of Bhagavan Kashi Vishwanath we have been seeing through this Viśvanātha Ashtakam. One of the important aspects to understand is whichever form we consider as the supreme, whichever form is our Ishtadevata, our bhavana has to be that this form is the supreme. And this form is the one which is the ultimate cause of the universe. It is the creator, sustainer, destroyer, all. So in Shiva Puran one will see Paramashiva is the supreme, and many Brahmandas are there. Each Brahmanda has a Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. So as Mahesh, he is the destroyer specifically. And there are hundreds and thousands of Brahmandas. All of these are like in every pore of the body of Param Shiva. Supreme consciousness is Shiva Tattva. Shiva Tattva is beyond actually. Param Shiva is the Supreme Lord responsible for creation, sustenance, destruction of even Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. They are responsible for Brahmanda. So he has outsourced it to Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. So that way, whichever is the Ishtadevata, so in Bhagavatam it will be Mahavishnu who is the supreme. Each Devata that way, each form of Bhagavan, not Devata, each form of Bhagavan will be considered as the supreme. Why? Why that is important? So that the bhavana comes, I as a small jiva, I am surrendering to the Lord of the whole, not universe, multiverses. So many Brahmandas, Ananta Koti Brahmanda Nayaka. And there is no one greater than that Bhagavan. So the bhav is to surrender. It is not to fight and say which form is greater than the other. It is to say that I am worshipping the one who is the ultimate cause of the universe, beyond whom there is no cause, and he himself is causeless cause. There is nobody who has created him. He is the creator of everybody, but nobody has created him. He is self-existent, Swayambhu. So we have in different places the Swayambhu Lingas which have manifested. Bhagavan manifests as Swayambhu Linga. And we worship. The idea is this. So 12 Jyotirlingas are there, some places Swayambhus are there, some places Bhagavan manifested, some Leela happened and then Bhagavan remained there in the form of a Linga. So once we understand that, then our mind, our intellect, surrenders fully. So with the intellect we know that Bhagavan is the supreme, ultimate, causeless cause. And our mind also, the bhavana comes, the love for Bhagavan is there. And when both these come together, then the mind remains in the steady state of contemplation and comes to realize oneness. So that is the basic clarity that one must have. Now today's verse is verse number 5. With this understanding, we go into verse number 5. Pañcānanaṁ durita-matta-mataṅgajānām nāgāntakaṁ danuja-puṅgava-pannagānām dāvānalaṁ maraṇa-śoka-jarāṭavīnām Vārāṇasī-pura-patiṁ bhaja Viśvanātham. Pañcānanaṁ, the one who has 5 faces. We saw that on the second day of our satsang, second or third day we saw that 5 faces of Bhagavan. What are they? Sadyojata, Vamadeva, Aghora, Tatpurusha, Ishana. And what are they responsible for? Sadyojata is for Srishti, Vamadeva is for Sthiti, Aghora is for Samhara, the Tatpurusha is for Tirobhava, and Ishana is for Anugraha. Remember the acronym Swati. Swati is the acronym to remember the 5 faces in the same sequence. So Sadyojata, Vamadeva, Aghora, Tatpurusha and Ishana. And these 5 faces of Bhagavan are also connected to 5 elements. Elements come from gross to subtle now. So earth, so space, air, fire, water, earth, from down to top. Ishana is space, like that it will go up to Sadyojata, which is earth. That's why I said that Bhagavan as Supreme Shiva, Paramashiva, having 5 faces, is in charge of all Srishti, Sthiti, Samhara, because somebody will say that, oh no, Shiva is only in charge of destruction, Brahma is in charge of creation, Vishnu is in charge of sustenance. That is one model, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. Here we are talking about Supreme Consciousness appearing as Param Shiva. So, Pañcānanaṁ, 5 faces Bhagavan has. Then, durita-matta-mataṅgajānām. So these elephants which are in rut or which are wild, which have gone, in some ways they have become crazy because of that, from their temples, that liquid which oozes, and when they are overpowered by this, so matta, they are full of that rut which comes out from their temples, then they have no control. Who is Bhagavan Shiva? The word lion is not there in that. Matta-mataṅgajānām. He is the lion who destroys these mad elephants. We will come to the deeper symbolism. Nāgāntakaṁ. He is the one who has even destroyed some of the most terrible snakes. Nāgāntakaṁ. Danuja-puṅgava-pannagānām. Then those who are Danuja. So Danuja means those who are born from Danu. Kashyap Rishi had different wives of Daksha Prajapati. The daughters of Daksha Prajapati were married to Kashyap Rishi. So Diti, Aditi, Danu, like that, different wives. Those who are born from Diti are called Daityas. Those who are born from Danu are called Danavas. Those who are born from Aditi are called Adityas or Devatas. So Danuja-Puṅgava, the greatest of the demons born from Danu, he has destroyed them. Danuja-Puṅgava-Pannagānām. Pannaga also means snakes. So the greatest of snakes born from Kadru, greatest of Danavas born from Danu, Bhagavan has destroyed all of them. Dāvānalaṁ, he is the forest, maraṇa-śoka-jarāṭavīnām. He is the forest fire to the forest of death, grief, and old age, jara. So how forest fire, wildfire, once it strikes, whatever may be the reason, lightning or anything else may be the reason, once the fire strikes, once the fire starts, the wind is there and the entire forest completely will get consumed very quickly. So Bhagavan is the one who destroys this forest fire, destroys the forest of this death, grief, old age. Vārāṇasī-pura-patiṁ bhaja Viśvanātham. May we worship that Supreme Lord who is in Vārāṇasī, who is the Lord of Vārāṇasī, who is Viśvanātha, who is the Lord of the whole universe also. So this is the basic meaning. Now coming to it one by one, Pañcānanaṁ, the very face of Bhagavan Shiva. So it is said, there is this Puranic story in Mahabharata that there are these two demons, Asura brothers, Sunda and Apasunda. So in Mahabharata this comes that they did a lot of penance and they pleased Brahmaji. And see, these demons also, they are very innovative, you know. If you read, one can even compile one list of all the ways by which the demons try to become immortal. What is born has to die, no doubt. But these demons, they want to become immortal. So different ways by which they will figure out how they cannot get killed. So here they have asked the boon that nobody except each other can kill them. And they love each other very much, so they will not kill each other. So they thought they became immortal. Very creative, the demons also. After doing so much of tapasya, they are asking this. And now naturally they thought that, okay, they have become so powerful, nobody else can kill them. So they became arrogant and they started, troubling people and terrorizing the denizens of heaven, earth, even the nether worlds, all of that. And so Devatas approached Brahmaji saying, what is this now? They are terrorizing us. So Brahmaji told Vishwakarma that you create a most fascinating woman who is so beautiful that she can cause the brothers to turn against each other. So Vishwakarma took the most charming aspects, Tula and Uttama, from all the beings and crafted Tilottama. She is a Apsara of unparalleled beauty. Now Tilottama was sent to go to Sunda and Upasunda. So when on the way, what does she do? She wants to visit Bhagavan Shiva. She has heard also Bhagavan Shiva is great, and Kamadev also could not get, he could not disturb the meditation of Bhagavan Shiva. So she thought, because when she is going, all the other devatas and demons and human beings and all of them, they are fascinated by her charm and her beauty. So she also got little proud. She went to Bhagavan Shiva and she tried to dance in front of Bhagavan Shiva. Bhagavan Shiva's, he opened his eyes, but he was not affected by her. She thought that maybe because he is just seeing me from the front, I should go around him. So she tries to do one pradakshina. She goes around Bhagavan Shiva. And Bhagavan wanted to humble her pride, so each face of Bhagavan, each side, one face manifested. As she went around, meaning Bhagavan did not lose eye contact with her. And wherever she went, there was one face of Bhagavan which manifested and saw her. 4 faces and 1 face is above. But not one trace of desire arose in his mind. So her pride got humbled. She fell at the feet of Bhagavan and she sought forgiveness. And she also sought blessings that, I have been created for this, Bhagavan. I have to go. And the Sunda and Upasunda, they have to be turned against each other. Please bless me. I become successful in my mission. So when she got that blessing, she went. Naturally, when she went there, both of the Sunda and Upasunda, they were fascinated by her and each wanted her for themselves, and they turned against each other and they destroyed themselves. So now this is one basic story, but what does this mean? Few aspects this story has. One, Bhagavan is beyond karma. When Kamadev has been burnt, it is not that after that he has become free from karma. He burnt Kamadev itself means there is no power that karma has on his mind. Why? Because body identification is not there. So he who is free from karma can realize the Shiva Tattva. He who is free from karma will also be free from many other things. All the other 5, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, they come from karma. Now somebody says, but Swamiji, if he is free from karma, how did he get angry? When he opened the 3rd eye and he burnt Kamdev. So that is the important aspect, is that anger is the righteous anger. It's not an anger born out of attachment and selfishness or personal desire. It is an anger which is born. It's not that Kamdev came to disturb and Bhagavan destroyed him. Obviously, Bhagavan knows that he has to, he has come because of the insistence of the Devatas. And Tarakasur has to be killed. All that he knows. But the idea is this, that karma comes in our mind when we try to make our mind quiet, peaceful, think of that which is Nirgun Nirakar Tattva. Till that time our mind is holding on to some form, some name, some qualities. But when we try to contemplate on the nameless, formless, attributeless, then the mind brings up some image, some form, some idea, some memory, some restlessness will be there. The mind opens, the eyes will open and then one wants to see something. At that time, with the fire of knowledge, I have to destroy it. And what is that fire of knowledge here? Intuitively, I should know that my nature is consciousness. All this comes and goes. It is not true. It is mithya. With that fire of knowledge, one just lets go. No need to get disturbed by that. In the story, yes, it will be said like that, he opened the third eye and then Kamdeva was reduced to ashes. That's a dramatization. So, he is free from karma, free from the other negativities. And however glorious someone may be, however beautiful, handsome somebody may be, it is perishable beauty. It is for a short while. So Bhagavan Shiva is anchored in that which is permanent. And having anchored in that, even if she is trying to tempt him, trying to create calm in his mind, nothing happens. In fact, 5 faces manifest out of grace, and now the devotees worship Bhagavan through 5 faces, and each face has one aspect. So different benefits have arisen from that. So 5 faces also symbolize 5 elements that we saw, and then we worship Bhagavan through the 5 elements. 5 faces also represent, so from each face, one alphabet has come. So Namah Shivaya mantra also comes from the 5 faces of Bhagavan. So that way, this Leela Bhagavan uses for Loka Kalyan. That which could have been an individual battle between Tilottama and Bhagavan Shiva, and it is like, okay, I am greater, Kam did not affect me. The moment that thought would have come, finished, Kam has already entered. For Tilottama, it is an individual ego battle, but for Bhagavan it is not. For him it is one means to bless the whole world. So Pañcānanaṁ, durita-matta-mataṅgajānām. If we take this in one line itself, then it means this. Mad elephant, when that liquid flows from its temples, it is fully lusty. And it's so powerful elephant. That way our mind becomes overpowered, matta. Here Tilottama is intoxicated by her beauty. In Bhajagovindam, Shankaracharya says, Ma kuru dhana jana yauvana garvam harati nimeshat kala sarvam. Maya mayamidam akhilam buddhva brahma padam tvam pravisha viditva. He says, don't have this pride of what? Dhana, wealth, jana, people, yauvana, youth. You can have pride, you can have wealth, you can have popularity, you can have youth, all that, but don't have pride of that. Ma kuru dhana jana yauvana garvam. Why? Harati nimeshat. In a second, time will take away the whole thing. And even when they are there, they are so temporary. And if our happiness comes from that, then we will be miserable. Are we not seeing that happening? People fight for wealth, destroy their own families. People are running behind popularity, doing anything to become popular, to get maximum likes, views, comments. For youth, to sustain youth. Some people are not even eating. They are living on pills and medicines and injections and supplements and all that just to elongate one's life. So, I'm not saying what is necessary one should not take, but there are experiments which are being done just to elongate this perishable body. What is the quality of that life and what are we elongating it for? Are we doing sadhana? If just to live for longer in this world, what is the point? So, this mind will get obsessed many times. Tilottama had an obsession of her beauty. What did Bhagavan do? Destroyed. Pañcānanaṁ durita-matta-mataṅgajānām. In our mind also, suppose any of these, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, they come and then that person becomes uncontrollable, then one should invoke Bhagavan Shiva and say, Bhagavan, you please take this away, destroy this pride, and how Tilottama was humbled, may I become humble. Because only then Brahma Jnana can arise, only then happiness is there, only then harmony in relationships also is there. If there is humility, if there is ego, then nothing. One feels insecure. So, Pañcānanaṁ durita-matta-mataṅgajānām. Then Bhagavan, there's another story here. When we say matta-mataṅgajānām, Bhagavan also has destroyed this Gajasura. Gajasamhara Murti is one of the famous forms of Bhagavan. In many temples you will see Gajasamhara Murti. So this Gajasura was killed by Bhagavan. That is indicated by matta-mataṅgajānām also. So he was born in the lineage of the demon king Nila. And Shiva Purana gives the story of Gajasura. So this demon was in the form of a huge elephant and lot of strength that he had, and he is also like that elephant in the rut, but that is his steady state. Elephant comes into a rut only in certain times in an year, but this person is in that steady state, this asura. So a rutting, intoxicated tusker, uncontrollable, arrogant, destructive. Now he did tapasya to please Bhagavan Shiva, standing on one leg for years in the forest, surviving only on air. Meaning he had the power to take the form as a demon and then as a elephant. Okay, don't say elephant stood on one leg, bapre. He was standing as a asura on one leg, did tapasya and all that. So pleased by his tapas, Bhagavan appeared and asked him, what is the boon that you want? Now think of this boon, that Gajasura asked the boon that Bhagavan, you be inside, you live inside me. He asked indwelling invincibility. How? That you come and be in my stomach so that nobody can harm him. I told you, these demons, they think innovative ways of not dying. If Shiva himself is inside his stomach, now who will kill him? That's what his thinking is. So Shiva said, Tathastu, and he went inside. Now again Gajasura becomes very arrogant because now nobody can kill him. That's what his thought process is. And so it starts terrorizing the sages and the devatas and destroys yajnas, ravages forests and all that. And devatas don't know where to go now. They can't find Bhagavan Shiva. And they don't know how to counter him also. So then they finally go to Bhagavan Vishnu and they explain that, Shivji has disappeared and this demon, he is terrorizing all of us. Now Bhagavan Vishnu understood, okay, this is what has happened. And he tries to rescue all the devatas as well as Bhagavan Shiva also in that sense. So he goes as a wandering musician and he takes Nandi with him and some other ganas, and they go to Gajasura city and they start playing music, praising Bhagavan Shiva in very melodious ways. And this Gajasura is really moved by that music. And he also Shiva Bhakta in that sense. He has prayed to Bhagavan Shiva. So that music enchants him and he is very happy. So he tells his ministers, you bring this musician, tell him to come. And when he comes to meet Gajasura, Gajasura asks him, what do you want? You have pleased me. Ask, what do you seek? And that time Vishnu Bhagavan says that you release Lord Shiva who resides in your belly, that will be my only reward. Now this Gajasura is stunned because he realized that this person is not an ordinary musician, he is Vishnu Bhagavan himself, and now he has asked to release Bhagavan Shiva. And so the Gajasura knows that he is going to die because Bhagavan will tear him apart and come out. So he asked Bhagavan that, Bhagavan, my end is near, but please grant me that my head will be worshipped in your abode forever, and that those who worship my form will be blessed. So Bhagavan emerges in a blaze of light from the demon's body, granting his boon, and that is how this Gajasura is killed. And it is said that that is the head of Gajasura is what was placed on Vinayaka, and then Vinayaka transformed into Ganesha or Ganapati. So this is one story. So what is this again? What does this symbolize? The subduing of this mother, intoxication of power, of invincibility, and of ignorance, avidya basically. I don't know who am I. So that is the meaning. Pañcānanaṁ durita-matta-mataṅgajānām. Then the second line says nāgāntakaṁ danuja-puṅgava-pannagānām. So nāgāntakaṁ, did Bhagavan destroy many snakes? No, he didn't destroy many snakes in that sense. But what he did was the poison of Vasuki became ineffective. So that is one meaning that we have seen before also. When the halahal poison came out during Samudra Manthan, Bhagavan consumed it. So here Nāgāntakam. So end does not necessarily always mean destruction or killing or death. If the harmful aspect is removed, then that is destroyed. The snake, if it is not poisonous anymore and its bite will not hurt, harm, destroy, then the danger from that snake is finished. That is called Nāgāntakam. So it is said here that Bhagavan is the one who has removed the poison of this Vasuki, and hence after that they all have become, we can say in some way, sattvic. They are not hurting, harming. So here is one explanation of 8 different types of snakes. Just give me 1 minute. There's very nice so there's one table I'm going to share here. These 8 different types of snakes are here. See, as per the Varaha Purana, which are the snakes which are there on Bhagavan? Because once the snake's poison was removed, these 8 types of snakes came and we saw different places of Bhagavan's form, the snakes have coiled themselves. So Vasuki is a pearly white snake, Takshaka is glistening red with a swastika on the hood, Karakotaka is black with 3 white stripes, Padma is lotus red with white streak and coral ornaments, Mahapadma is white with a Trishula on the hood, and Shankapala is yellow with a white streak, Kulika is red with a crescent moon, and Ananta Sheshanag is thousands of hood he has actually, is infinity supporting the whole cosmos. All these 8 types of snakes, they have come and coiled themselves around Bhagavan Shiva. And where all have they coiled themselves? So see, this is another table. To understand this mastery of Bhagavan, snake, as we saw, is symbol of death, poison, fear, mastery of Bhagavan. So this Ananta is around the neck. Different positions can be attributed. Sometimes Vasuki is around the neck, Maybe they change their positions between themselves also, who knows. So Ananta around the neck is Ananta Siddhi, mastery over time and infinite existence. Symbolism is eternity, infinite cosmic order. Vasuki is in the upper arms, control over poison and destructive forces. So Vishajaya, so immunity and control over poison. Bhagwan is not affected by any poison. Takshaka is right forearm, so authority over death and rebirth. So Mrityu Jaya. Karakotaka is left forearm, conquest of deception and illusion. So Maya Vijaya, mastery over any forms of illusory tricks. Then Padma is in the matted hair, so prosperity and auspiciousness. So Shri Siddhi. Mahapadma is in the matted hair, symbolic of preservation of cosmic order, Dharma Sthapana. And Shankha is near the feet, auspicious beginning, sound of creation, Shabda Siddhi, mastery over sacred sound. And Kulika is near the feet, again absorbing negative forces, Raksha Siddhi, supreme protective power. So nāgāntakam, one meaning is this: one who is unaffected by the snakes and on whom all the different snakes are there. Nāgāntakam danuja-puṅgava-pannagānām. Pannaga is again snakes. Danuja-puṅgava. So Bhagwan destroyed Tripurasura, Bhagwan destroyed Andhakasura. So Danuja-puṅgava, some of the greatest Danavas, Bhagwan has killed them. And we find here, so specifically when we say Danuja, then we should remember, in general you will find Tripurasura etc. is given, but if we come to the lineage proper, then in that lineage proper, it is Tripurasura who is considered as a Danav, but not Andhakasura. Andhakasura is in Daitya, is not a Danava. Because born to Diti. Diti's son is Hiranyakashipu, and to Hiranyakashipu this Andhakasura is born, so he comes under that Daitya. Danava then means this Tripurasura. In one of the classifications, Tripurasura comes under Danava. Otherwise, in another classification, Tripurasura also comes as a Daitya. So, Tripuravada is a completely different context. We will take it up at some other time in great detail. Earlier, we have seen the basics of it. So, nāgāntakam danuja-puṅgava-pannagānām. dāvānalaṁ maraṇa-śoka-jarāṭavīnām. He is the forest fire to the forest. This whole world is called as a forest. Bhava Atavi. In Bhagavatam, there is one whole description of this forest and how it dilutes the jivas and how the jiva gets lost here, etc. So here it is specifically three things: marana, jara, and shoka. So death, meaning everything is changing, perishable here. So it causes grief to us. Marana, shoka, and jara. This body will become old and finally it will perish. And old age will bring its own loneliness, its own sickness, insecurity, fear of the future of, when this body drops, what will happen to me? So many things. So temporary nature of the world, we get very attached, then there is sorrow, and then we don't want to die, and then there is old age. All these, they are in which the jiva is lost. In the forest, one is lost. In the forest, there are wild animals. In the forest, there is digbhrama, so one doesn't know where one is going. Like that in the world also it is. The bhavatavi is like that. Bhagwan is a dāvānalaṁ. He is the forest fire who will destroy this. Meaning, when we realize my nature is infinite consciousness, then this death, one becomes free from fear of death. One realizes my nature is Ananda Swarupa. and body can become old and drop. Whether it becomes old and drops, or whether it is young and it drops, it doesn't matter after that, when one has realized the absolute. So one who by his grace, by granting knowledge, one liberates the jiva. The forest fire destroys the whole forest, so bhavatavi is destroyed. So that Vishwanath Bhagavan we meditate upon. All right. Sit erect. The head, the neck, and the spine in a straight line. Close your eyes gently. Relax the shoulders. Let your hands be in your lap. Palms facing the sky. Come to a comfortable posture without any strain in any part of the body. Invoke gratitude in your heart. Thank Bhagavan for all the blessings and the challenges you have in life. They both are required for us to evolve. Thank Bhagavan for the people in your life who care for you, who love you, as well as those who may appear to be your critics. Relationships are mirrors of life where we come to know about ourselves. So that we can become more selfless, kind, and compassionate. Pray for the well-being of all these people who love you, as well as who are your critics. Suggest to the mind that for the next 20 minutes I am steady and still without any movements. I am alert, awake, and quiet. I'm only a seeker or a devotee, and my goal is self-realization. Relax the body with deep breathing, slow, steady, and deep breathing. As we say inhale, take a deep breath and feel that your body is filled with light and energy. As you exhale, when we say relax, let go of that light and energy. And let go of any stress or strain. And be fully relaxed. Exhale all the air. Inhale. Relax. Inhale. Relax. Inhale. Relax. Inhale. Relax. Inhale. Relax. Continue to breathe at your own pace. Slower the breathing, deeper the relaxation, quieter the mind. In the space between the two eyebrows or in your heart, visualize a circle of white light. Invoke the auspicious form of your Sadguru, if you have one, or of Bhagavan. in that circle of white light. Mentally offer some flowers at the feet of the Sadguru. Prostrate at the feet of the Sadguru or Bhagwan. May the grace of the Sadguru lead us, guide us, and protect us. Repose the form of the Sadguru back into your heart. Invoke the auspicious form of Bhagavan Shiva with long matted hair, Gangaji flowing from the hair. Rudraksha malas have tied up his jata. There is a snake on the jata. There is a bilva patra, a crescent moon, bhasma on the forehead with a third eye. Other two eyes are partially closed. Gentle smile on the face. Earrings in the earlobes. Blue neck. Black and green snake around the neck. Rudraksha malas Bhagavan is wearing up to the navel. There's a deer skin across Bhagavan's body. There is a Yajñopavita from the left shoulder to the right waist. One hand Bhagavan holds in Abhay Mudra, blessing us. There are Rudraksha malas on his arms, on his wrist. The other hand is resting on his knee. Bhagavan wears an elephant skin around the waist, tied with a red cloth. He's sitting in Padmasana on a tiger skin. There is a damaru besides his left knee. There is a trishul, a damaru with a garland on his right side. This is the auspicious form of Bhagavan Shiva. Pañcānanaṁ durita-matta-mataṅgajānām nāgāntakaṁ danuja-puṅgava-pannagānām dāvānalaṁ maraṇa maraṇa-śoka-jarāṭavīnām Vārāṇasī-pura-patiṁ bhaja Viśvanātham. Vārāṇasī-pura-patiṁ bhaja Viśvanātham. We chant Kashi Vishwanathaya Namaha 27 times. Om Kashi Vishwanathaya Namaha. 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 Continue mentally. We contemplate on the 5th verse. I surrender to Bhagavan, who is the Supreme. Srishti, Sthiti, Samhara, Tirobhava, and Anugraha are his 5 functions. He is the ultimate cause of the universe. He is in my heart as the true self. I surrender unto Bhagavan. Bhagavan, may he destroy any pride, arrogance in us. May Bhagavan destroy kama, lust in me. May Bhagavan bless me with vairagya. May my mind, which is wild, surrender to Bhagavan, and may Bhagavan tame this wild mind. Just like the serpents let go of their poison, may we let go of our negativities. May my life and actions be such that they become like ornaments of Bhagavan. Death, grief, old age, they are the nature of the world, of the body, mind and intellect. I am one with consciousness. I am changeless. I am blissful. I am eternal. May this fire of knowledge burn away the forest of the world. May I shine in my true nature as consciousness. Kashi. Offer some flowers at the feet of Bhagavan. Perform a pradakshina of Bhagavan. Prostrate in front of Bhagavan. Feel that the hand of Bhagavan is on the forehead. His grace and blessings pervade your entire being. Repose the form of Bhagavan back into your heart. Be aware of the breath. Be aware of the body. Be aware of the happenings around you. We pray for everyone's well-being. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah. Sarve Santu Niramayaha. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhave. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya. Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya. Mrityorma Mritangamaya. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Rub your palms, place them on the face, gently open the eyes. Hari Om.
Hari Om, Swamiji.
Hari Om.
I what I understood from this five-faced Shivji, and one is Sthiti, Lay, and destruct. What is this? Destruct. Can you please repeat that? I just forget. I forgot it.
Srishti, Sthiti, Samhara, Tirobhava and Anugraha.
So here, what is the Tirobhav here in this sense?
Bhagavan conceals himself. So with his Maya, he hides as though, so people are not able to recognize him. And with his Anugraha, he reveals himself.
Sorry, Anugraha?
He will reveal himself.
Okay. Hari Om. Thank you, Swamiji.
Okay. Yes, Sajid.
Hari Om Swamiji. Swamiji, you mentioned Dana and Daitya. So, what is the difference between that? Like, ultimately, both are demons only?
Yeah, they are different lineage. Sons of Danu are called Danavas, sons of Diti are called Daityas.
Okay, that's the only difference.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
All right. Hari Om. Thank you. Do you have a question, Anju?
Yeah, Hari Om Swamiji, I was not able to hear. Swamiji, did I get it correct that the Om Namah Shivaya has come from the five faces of Bhagwan that you were saying?
Yeah. Not Om Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya.
Not
Each
sure if I'm got.
Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya has come from five faces. Om has not come from five faces.
Okay, Swamiji. Swamiji, will you explain it sometime? How that is? Maybe.
I already explained actually in this third session which face se which alphabet came. I had explained that.
I
Which,
will go over it again, Swamiji.
yeah,
Okay. Thank you, Swamiji.
the five faces names. I've sent the PPT also. People have not seen from the WhatsApp, I think. You are asking repeat the five face names. On the second session itself, I had sent the PPT, second or third session, whenever I did. It has all the names written. Sadyojata, Vamadeva, Aghora, Isha, Tatpurusha and Ishana. These are the five names. All right. Okay. Hari Om.